You want to retire before 65. You saved enough, your portfolio looks solid. Maybe you're even dreaming about that first Monday morning with nowhere to be. Then reality hits. You're not eligible for Medicare yet, and suddenly you realize that things standing between you and an early retirement, it's not your portfolio, it's health insurance. The average couple retiring at 62 could spend over $100,000 in healthcare before Medicare kicks in. That number alone causes many people to delay retirement longer than they originally planned. The good news? There are strategies to make early retirement healthcare affordable. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to navigate this. I'm Jason Solomon, and I've spent years helping clients retire on their own terms. And the healthcare gap is one of the most misunderstood obstacles that I see. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly how to afford health insurance before you're 65 without draining your retirement savings. Here's what we're going to cover. First, the real costs of pre-65 healthcare and why most estimates are wrong. Second, 3 strategies early retirees use to slash their premiums. And third, how to structure your income to potentially qualify for subsidies. Let me start with what healthcare costs before Medicare. Most people dramatically underestimate this, and that miscalculation derails retirement plans every day. If you're 60 years old and shopping for coverage in the marketplace, you could easily pay $1,500 to $2,000 a month for a decent plan. That's almost $24,000 a year. And for a couple, double it. It could be $48,000 a year just for premiums. That doesn't include deductibles, copays, or any out-of-pocket maximums. Here's the mistake that destroys early retirement dreams. Many people assume they will pay full price for a few years and power through. But at those rates, a 62-year-old couple could burn through $150,000 before their 65th birthday. That's real money coming out of your retirement portfolio during the exact years when sequence of returns can devastate your plan. One bad market year combined with massive healthcare withdrawals can permanently alter your retirement trajectory. Now here's what changes everything. The ACA Marketplace Premium Tax Credits. These subsidies can reduce your monthly costs, but only if your income falls within the right range. Subsidy rules are subject to future legislative changes, of course, making ongoing planning important for early retirees. This is where most retirees either save thousands or they're blindsided. For many households, subsidy eligibility is tied to income relative to the federal poverty level, which is updated regularly. Your retirement income is largely within your control. That control is the key to affordable health care. Now, if you're watching this and you're realizing you haven't thought about your withdrawal strategy or how your withdrawal strategy affects your healthcare costs, and you're not alone, this is exactly the kind of planning we help clients navigate. If you want to see your options, I've put a link in the description to book a time with me. Let me walk you through these 3 strategies that may help reduce pre-65 healthcare costs. Strategy 1 is Roth conversions before you retire. Many successful early retirees use this to create better flexibility. Every Roth conversion can create future tax planning flexibility, but tax treatment depends on factors such as your age, how long the Roth account has been open, and the specific rules that apply to convert amounts. If you spend 5 years before retirement doing strategic Roth conversions, you build a pool of money that doesn't count towards your modified adjusted gross income when you need to manage your income for subsidy purposes. Here's why this matters so much. A 60-year-old couple with $100,000 in Roth assets can withdraw those funds without it counting as taxable income, which means it doesn't push them towards the subsidy threshold. It's worth understanding that Roth contributions can always be withdrawn tax-free anytime, regardless of your age or how long the account has been open. Roth earnings require both a 5-year account history, age 59 and a half, in order for it to be fully qualified and tax-free. Each Roth conversion has its own separate 5-year clock for penalty purposes. The specifics matter, and your advisor should map out the exact rules for your situation. The key point is that structured correctly, this money does not count as income for subsidy purposes. That same amount pulled from a traditional IRA would count as taxable income, potentially pushing a couple over the subsidy eligibility threshold and could cost them their premium assistance. It's the same amount of money, but potentially very different implications for healthcare costs and subsidy eligibility. Strategy 2 is using taxable brokerage accounts strategically. This one surprises people because they assume selling investments creates a big tax bill. But here's what happens. When you sell investments in a taxable account, only the gain counts as income, not the entire withdrawal. If you've held those investments for over a year, you pay long-term capital gains rates, which for many retirees in lower income brackets could be zero. Watch how powerful this becomes. Say you have $500,000 in a brokerage account with a cost basis of $350,000. If you sell $50,000 worth of stock, maybe only about $15,000 could be gained. $15,000 is what shows up on your tax return, not $50,000. Compare that to pulling $50,000 from your IRA, where every dollar is taxable income. You get the same spending money, but with dramatically different impacts on your subsidy eligibility. Strategy 3 is subsidy structure and how to manage your income. This is where everything comes together. Under current subsidy rules, the level of premium assistance you receive is closely tied to your reported income relative to federal poverty guidelines. A couple with lower reported income may qualify for premium assistance. A couple with higher reported income may qualify for less or nothing at all, depending on where income thresholds fall. So depending on your situation, the difference can be significant simply because premium assistance is tied to reported income. This is not about earning less money. It's about being strategic with where your money comes from. Qualified Roth withdrawals do not count towards MAGI. Return of principal from taxable accounts does not count. Only actual taxable income matters. So understanding this is the difference between affordable healthcare and placing additional pressure on your retirement savings. It sounds complicated, but the payoff can be substantial. I've seen cases where restructuring retirement income sources changed healthcare costs and subsidy eligibility. The mistake most people make is waiting until they retire to figure it all out. By then, their options are limited. The smart move is to plan 3 to 5 years before your target retirement date. Let's take the couple, both 62 with $1.2 million saved. They want to retire now and they need $6,000 a month to live comfortably. Their first instinct is to pull everything from their traditional IRA, which creates $72,000 in taxable income. This can significantly reduce or eliminate their subsidy eligibility depending on their thresholds. But when we restructured their withdrawals to pull from Roth accounts, from a taxable account, and selling losing or low-gain positions, and a smaller amount from their traditional IRA, their reportable income dropped. Their healthcare premiums dropped as well. Same lifestyle, same spending, potentially different healthcare costs depending on how retirement income is structured. This is a planning opportunity that retirees overlook. Everybody's situation is different. Tax laws change, subsidy calculations vary by state, age, and household size, and the premium amounts depend on your location, plans available in your area, and current marketplace rates. But the principle remains, your withdrawal strategy directly affects your healthcare affordability, and most people never consider this and connect it to how important it is to their retirement. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Retiring before 65 does not have to mean choosing between your health and your wealth. The gap is real, but there may be planning strategies available to address it. With strategies like Roth conversions before retirement, strategic use of taxable accounts, and careful income management, pre-65 healthcare becomes a planning challenge, not necessarily an obstacle that's going to prevent you from retirement. The key is to start your planning early, 3 to 5 years before you want to retire. Your healthcare decision is one of the biggest factors in early retirement success. The right approach looks different for everyone depending on your accounts, your tax situation, and your state. If you want to sit down and map out what affordable retirement healthcare looks like for you, book a time with me. The link's in the description below. Keep asking good questions and planning ahead, and we'll see you in the next video.